Welcome back to 5-Minute Drum Lessons, where we get it done in 5 minutes or less. On today's agenda, a beginner's guide to the metronome, but instead of doing our notes on the pad, a big beginner's guide to playing beats and practicing your beats with the metronome. So we're going to use the basic rock beat as our example. So assuming we're pretty comfortable with this beat, and maybe you're playing a bunch of other things, but haven't really taken the time to start doing it with the metronome to check your timing and refine your time, this is a great place to start. So if you're just getting into playing beats, don't take the most complicated beat you know, don't take the stuff you're currently working on. Go back to the beginning, start simple, and figure out how to play that with the metronome, and then you can progressively move forward with the metronome just the way you did as you were learning your beats. So I'm at 60 beats per minute here. You can always go a little slower, a little faster. And so one thing is, when you're gonna play with the metronome, you can start, instead of just trying to do the whole thing right away, do it in steps. So start just with your hi-hat, eighth notes on the hi-hat, so you know 1, 2, the pulse should line up, and then you're adding one note in between, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So make sure you can do this in time with the metronome before even bringing in the bass drum and the snare drum, and that's already going to be a great start. And then you can bring the snare, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And this is going to seem like an obvious thing, but when you're playing with the metronome, and when you're playing at all, but when you're playing with the metronome, you always need to be listening to the metronome and following the metronome. And that's one of the tricky things about playing with the metronome, is you kind of have to give up control in a way and give it over to the metronome and follow the metronome. A lot of the time when we're playing drums, we're leading, but when you put the metronome on, the metronome is the leader. 3 and always listening for how those quarter note pulses are lining up, and if they need to be adjusted, you adjust in real time as you're playing, speeding up a little or slowing down a little, small adjustments to get back on beat. And then if you wanted to, you could take the snare out and just do bass drum, snare drum. So your bass drum on 1 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and these are the types of things that we do to learn grooves if we need to take those steps to put it together. And we can use that same approach when learning to play with the metronome. So if you're having some difficulty, or you just want to be very thorough, do these steps, and then once you're feeling good and it's all locked in, you can bring it all in and play your beat with the metronome. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Always listening. And if you're a little ahead or a little behind, adjust to get back on track with the metronome, but don't jump to it. Don't try to fix it right away. Just take your time, stay calm, try to adjust over the course of several beats, speeding up just a little, get back on track, and then settle back into the rhythm with the metronome. So stay calm, ride the wave, and I hope that helps you get on track with practicing your beats with the metronome. That's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Any questions, let me know, and see you on the next one.